Okay, this is a great holiday salad. I absolutely love this salad for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it has kale in it, and I think kale is delicious, you know, in certain salads. The key, though, for kale in a salad, in my opinion, is that you really need to chop it small. Again, like a lot of the salads I do, personally with Culinary and myself, I do a chopped salad. So, like, you can eat it with a spoon, essentially. Okay, so for this particular salad, is kale and spinach. Okay, if you don't really like spinach, you could add arugula. But I do recommend adding another green other than just kale, because it just is a nice way to give a little bit of diversity, and it's not so kale, right? For this one, we're using two different types of kale. The lacinato kale, which is here. This it does have a nice kind of big rib. We do not want the rib. It's too fibrous, hard to digest. So you see what I did? I just pulled it right down. So again, I'll do it one more time. Just take it here. Kind of get your grips around it and just pull it right down. Last one. Pull it right down. So we're done with those. Okay, so that's good. The spinach is fine. For this kind of curly kale here, again, just taking it off of the rib, because the rib is, you know, not very digestible. Or it's just, I mean, you know, obviously fine. It's just, and also it's like, you know, very fibrous to chew. It's like kind of a lot. So, you know, talk about pet peeves. Like, one pet peeve of mine is like, okay, so like if this was like my salad, like that, like if I get the kale salad that's like that, I'm like, my husband would look at me and kind of like, oh God, honey, I'm just like, sorry, like I don't like that. I mean, to me, that is just like a lot of kale in my mouth. Like, I really want to chop it up small. So yes. I'm gonna compress this in my hand here. This little curly kale, this part, we'll start with this. I'm going to take it, compress it really well, as best as I can here. And with my knife, I'm going to slice, right? Like you guys have seen. We're just doing our forward and down, forward and down. Hopefully by now you guys are saying that to yourself while you're chopping, right? Even if you're not making my recipes. But you're forward and down, forward and down, forward and down, forward and down. I'm going to go through that one more time here because look, I got a big piece here. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of a rough chop. Okay. Chop here. Okay, it's getting a lot smaller, right, which is what we want. Really, really small. Okay, good. That looks good. We're going to put this in our bowl here. Get this nice and small. Okay, now for the lacinato kale, kind of stack this up here. I'm going to kind of make like a big log here. Okay, make sure you guys can see here. Same thing, just like little strips. Little strips, right? Keep it going, forward and down, forward and down. Keep watching here, forward and down. A little bit more. This actually is, I really should have Griffin here, because this is the hockey boy salad. Whenever I host the hockey team for their team building dinner, we always do this salad. It always makes the moms and everybody feel good. Like, all right, like look at that. I just want to show you this here. See? Like, see how small that is? Okay, you get that, right? It's nice and small. And then you don't really kind of feel like, you know, you're eating so much kale. Okay, spinach, right? Just the baby spinach, right? Remember, if you can afford it, you know, your greens, it's nice to have them organic. It's just a little healthier. You don't have to chop the spinach, you know, as much as the other one, but okay, there. The spinach is chopped now. Okay, good. So this is, you know, like holiday time, right? Think of it like, you know, Christmas, nice and green. I got our greens. Okay, so apple goes in. Again, whatever apple you have, like, add some apple. Now, if you had pear, like, okay, throw some pear in there. So either one. And also, like, at the fall time of year, like, just, you know, when you serve your salads at home, just, you know, add some apple to your salad, you know, at the dinner table. Especially if you've gone to all those, you know, apple picking places. Like, it's nice, you know, just to use your apple in other ways other than just desserts or just to eat an apple. Like, you know, add it to your salads as well. Okay, so spiced pecans. So for the recipe, you guys are also going to get this spiced pecans. They're delicious. It's like, definitely like kind of adds that element of warmth because there's cinnamon in here. And there's a little bit of, I think it's like cayenne pepper. They're good. So those go in there. What I do have on the recipe, which I'm not putting in today, but is nice in there, is cranberries. I'm actually not a huge fan of dried cranberries. I would prefer dried cherries. I kind of like them a little bit better, but you know, either way. And then we're going to add some pumpkin seeds to it. So I actually threw a little bit of sunflower seeds in there as well, just because I happen to have them and it's nice. They're both toasted. So we're going to throw our pumpkin and sunflower seeds in there. Just kind of take a quick look here. So this is what we have here. I'm going to need my tongs. Right, so take a look at that, right? You see your greens, you see the apple, you see the seeds. It looks really good. All right, so now we have our great typical dressing that you guys saw earlier, right? It's our Dijon maple mustard vinaigrette. All right, I'm gonna shake it up here a little bit. We're gonna add our salt and pepper. Remember we talked about that? So there goes our pepper. Yep. And then here's a little bit of salt in this salad. Remember I told you can season with salt in your salad. Now I also gave you the option for this particular dish to add some cheese. We're not going to do that in this case. We're going to keep it clean. But if you wanted to add cheese, you certainly could, right? It'd make it a little bit richer, you know, kind of either one. All right, so I love this bowl too. Actually, I think this bowl I got on Nantucket. I got this at Bartlett Farms. All right, so we got our dressing. Remember, you can never take away, so always be careful. But I will say though, with kale, like it's, you know, it's very hearty, right? So you can definitely, you know, be a little more generous with the kale. I mean, with the dressing when you are making your kale salad. It's like I can see it here, but you're gonna need a little bit more. We're gonna add a little bit more here. There we go. Kale's very thirsty. I guess that's a good way for me to put it. That little straggler here. Kale's very thirsty. That looks better. Okay. So just take a look at that. Looks good.